King Cuttah Empire back at you. I'm going to play this clip from Corey Holcomb 5150 show, and then we're going to chop it up. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
I ain't gonna even lie, man. Fuck it, I'm gonna use this example. My baby mama husband, I'm not talking about my daughter mama, that's different. My daughter mama ain't on shit. But my son mama is a woman that's did what she had to do, where she takes care of many. And I give her respect, even though she's lost without me.
Listen, for those of you guys who weak-minded and those of you women who think that Corey Holcomb is over the top, I say this time and time again. Listen, Corey Holcomb, when he's talking about women, let it be known that he don't hate women like a lot of people like to try to portray. The women that he often talking about is the modern day woman. Now, in his delivery on his podcast or even in his stand-up, he may not mention per se modern day woman, but when he's talking about the action, the behavior, and lifestyle of the women that he's talking about, he's really talking about the modern day woman. So I know a lot of you maybe hear this part of the clip that I'm doing a reaction to and say, what? Corey Holcomb gave props to a woman? No, he always give props to women, but he give props to good women, okay? And most of his content, most of his comedian content is given in relation to women who is no good because he's trying to help men out and he's dealing with real life situation, especially over here in this matrix system. But here it is, he giving props to his son mama and giving her bigs up because there is still women out here that doing their thing, that's doing righteous, that's doing whatever they can to be a good mother and a good wife at the same time, right? And this is what he's about to go into.
You know what?
This is the truth.
I can't with this one.
If she had me, she would be unstoppable.
I'm gonna let it play, but I gotta stop it here. I know some of y'all gonna say, well, he couldn't give his son mama props without throwing himself in. No, this is the truth, because I feel the same way. A lot of women that I dealt with in my past, they'll be better if I was still active in their life. Why? Because I'm a high value man. And I'm not just a high value man according to what Kevin Samuels and all of these different podcasts and content creators are saying as it relates to paper, how my life is on paper. Yes, on paper, I'm a high value man, but most importantly, I'm a high value man because of my faith, because of my purpose. Okay? So I agree with this comment that he made. I agree wholeheartedly. A lot of women that I dealt with in my past, they will be better. They'll be way more unstoppable because I dealt with a lot of good women. Okay, and they doing their thing, but I look at some of their husbands, and that's just not no shade to them. Look at some of their husbands. I look at some of their boyfriends, whatever case you may. They are weak. They are simps. They are beta, and I know that they not being a leader. They not being masculine. I know they are not guiding them in a way that they should go. Right? I know they ain't making women better. Right? In fact, a lot of the women that I dealt with, they are leaders. They are one leading the relationship. They the only one that's doing something, and the man is on the sideline being the helpmeet. Right?
Unstoppable. I failed her because I was a man who felt like she was 10 years younger than me. I felt like I was going to destroy her. I messed up. I should have kept her with me and let her go through it with me so that she could be unfuckwittable. Because if you're around...
Let me say this, kudos to Corey Holcomb for being able to acknowledge his mess up. Okay, you got a lot of guys out here that don't want to acknowledge when they mess up. Yes, we mess up. I don't care how masculine, I don't care how manly, I don't care how value you may think you are, I don't care how much of a mover you are. I don't care how much money. Yes, we make bad decisions. especially when it comes to women. And it's good to see that he acknowledged that he failed his son's mother. Okay, so kudos to him. And that's the reality. A lot of women that we have dealt with in our past, we have failed them for whatever the case may be. Whether we was out there chasing ass, whether we was out there in the streets, whether we was out there not doing what we need to do. But the reality of the matter is we failed a lot of the women we dealt with because we was not being true leaders. Huh? We were not moving in our purpose. And indirectly, he let it be known, so to speak, that, you know, insecurity got the best of him because he probably was not moving like he should have been moving at the time. And then knowing that she was a certain type of woman on a certain type of level, he didn't want to ruin her. He didn't want to mess her up. And I tell you, a lot of guys, women, they are gullible. And this not to throw no shade in women, they are gullible. Even the scripture, and this, you know, the platform I dedicated all the way to the Bible, but I am an advocate for the scripture. Even the scripture in 1 Timothy chapter 2 says, the woman is easily deceived. And so you got a lot of guys out here, they able to deceive good women, get in their box, get in their relationship, when in actuality, they know they need to be like Corey Holcomb. You know what? I'm going to let you go because I don't want to mess you up. I'm not there yet. I'm not doing. But a lot of guys, they, you know, they get these women pregnant to try to keep them around, to try to lock them down. That's a weak man mentality. That's a beta move. Okay? And I get it. Both sides are doing. You got women out here that's doing it, and you got men out here doing it. And I say this, you got more women out here just trying to lock down men today than you got men out here trying to lock down women through pregnancy. Okay? But again, kudos to Corey.
Me, the truth is you're going to be unfuckwittable unless you reject me flat out. If you reject me flat out, ain't nothing I can do about it. This might be arrogant, but this goes back to her husband. This goes to the shit you was talking about, how people got the nerve. Yeah. I remember one day when her husband called, we was on the phone and he was like, man, it's Christmas. You ain't even called your son. I was like, nigga, I gave you a job.
Oh, my God.
What, do you know I will come through there and jump in that pussy? Oh. Do you know who you fucking with?
Listen, I know that what he's saying is wrong. I double down on it. It's wrong. Okay, we're going to see what he got to say about it. But when you dealing with children, you're supposed to be in their life. Okay, and I know he's a comedian and he do a lot of things in the comedian light, but at the same time, right? At the same time, this is wrong. Okay, you got to be there for your child, not necessarily for Christmas, because you know all that shit is fake. You know, this Matrix sister got us caught up in Christmas, caught up in Easter, caught up in all of these paganistic holidays that don't mean our people no good at all. Matter of fact, a lot of you go broke trying to keep up with Christmas. And New Year rolled around, you in debt heavy and hoping, oh man, I hope they start offering overtime because you done spent a lot of money on bullshit on a fake holiday, right? And that's the reality of the matter is. But to get back to what he's saying, a lot of you guys that dealing with other men ex, listen, I hate to tell you, if them men are those guys, when I mean those guys, they have did something with themselves, they are moving in a monumental way, they got momentum, they got action, they got motion, more than likely, yes, they can double back and sleep with their ex. That's just the reality. Especially if they reach some type of level of status, or like Andrew Tate like to say, status. But anyway, if they reach some type of level of status, they the top 20%, top 10%, more than likely, he can double back and take that girl away from you. He can take that girl away from you, okay? And that's not being arrogant, that's being truthful.
Do you know who the fuck? I gave you a family, nigga.
That's some funny ass shit.
The audacity of him to tell me what I'm supposed to do. That's what you there for. I got my son in the long run. You are supposed. Well, in my mind, I was wrong about this, but in my mind, he was the babysitting type and all like that.
Right.
He was the type to be with the kid, take him to
he's
the.
wrong for it, so he's telling his truth, and that's not just telling his truth. That is the truth. He was wrong for it. You supposed to be in your kid's life no matter what. Okay, but he acknowledged he was wrong for it, and he going to acknowledge that he should have did things different. And I hope that the guys that's part of the 5150 show, as being on their team, I hope they really hear what he's saying. Be in your children's life. Okay, don't fail your child. Not only did he fail her, but he failed his child. But be as it may, he's acknowledging where he messed up at. Okay.
All that, let dude handle all that. I got my son in the long run.
Right.
It was wrong because I see my son was lost, brought up in the house with somebody who think Christmas is anything.
You see that? It's wrong. He acknowledging that. It's wrong. Okay? I'm not trying to get hype here, but this is just reality of the matter. Guys, you leave your children with your ex, your baby mama, whatever the hell you want to call her, and some other guy come in and you know without a shadow of doubt he's not on your level. You know without a shadow of doubt he don't mean your children no good, and yet you still leave them there. You are wrong. Okay? You're wrong like two left shoes, two right shoes, or whatever the saying is. And now he realized that he messed up. He realized that his son came up probably with all type of screwed up mentalities and mindsets. And even though you may try to tell yourself, I got them in the long run, listen, when the long run can hear it, they already too far gone. That's why the scripture in Proverbs 22, verse 6 said, train up a child in the way that they should go. Okay? But yeah, he acknowledged it.
I ain't never gave a fuck about no motherfucking Christmas since I got grown and had to be out here hustling.
Right.
So what Craig was talking about, I'm saying, like, I get it. It's the audacity of some people to try to act like they teaching you something.
Oh my God.
And you are giving them the game.
When the motherfucker you help acting like they helping you, that's a helpless situation.
What, nigga, are you out of your mind?
And then they be stomped down about trying to convince you how you ain't shit without them. Like, hold on, motherfucker.
Hey, man, I failed my son, Mama, by allowing her to leave. She moved out here to California with me. And I allowed her to leave because I thought I wasn't going to be good for her because she was innocent. She was in school trying to get that done. And I was like, this girl ain't ready for no nigga like me. But I should have kept her. I should have kept her.
Did you hear that? Okay. There was some type of insecurity there because, the woman was doing what she needed to do, and he was a different breed of guy back in that day and time. But he's acknowledging, I should have kept her. See, a lot of you guys, you're too busy getting caught up in looks. You're too busy getting caught up in how, a woman look aesthetically with her body, this and that and other. And that's good. That plays a big part because we are physically attractive first. And at the end of the day, you don't want to go to sleep and waking up to a booger ball, a booger bag, a booger bear. So I get it. But all at the same time, there's women out here where the world will consider an adjustable 7, that the world will consider an adjustable 8, right? But they are good women that you should be keeping. But because they are not a 10, because they are not a die piece, because they don't got that Instagram look, you don't want to be with them. And they turn out and be the woman that's doing monumental things. And this is what he's giving props to his son Mama about, that she got a lot going for herself and she helping a lot of people. And he looking at her like, damn, I should have kept her. I failed her. She'll be doing way more better if I would have stayed at her. She'll be doing 10 times better. Okay? And yes, I get it. I get it. And this is the conundrum that a lot of men you are in. There's some type of woman in your past that you realize, like, man, maybe she wasn't a 10, but she was an 8. And she had all this going for herself. And I saw this, how she was moving, how she was on her purpose, how she was getting out the mud. I should have kept her. Okay? And a lot of you guys, you're in that predicament right now. Listen, don't make a false move. Don't get out there in the streets. Don't get high-minded. Don't become prideful. If that woman is good and she's a 7 or 8 according to the world, because looks are subjective. There's no universal diapiece. I don't care what nobody say. There's no universal diapiece. But if she's good, if she's decent, if she willing to cooperate with you, she willing to be your calm in the midst of the storm, then be with her. Stay with her. And don't find yourself in this predicament that Corey Holcomb found himself in. Okay? But yeah, man, go check it out, man. He was pretty good on this past podcast on the 5150 show. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for your boy. All right. Peace.